Hi, everybody. It's me again. Um, Actually, I had a couple of things happen this week, and so I thought I'd bring up the role that you play personally in your healthcare. And in my opinion, I think that a lot of people don't take this very seriously, or they just don't understand quite what's expected of them. Um, you are your biggest, and in some cases, your only advocate for your healthcare. Most people with diabetics, they have a primary care physician, a endocrinologist, maybe a nutritionist, a diabetes educator, just a whole slew of doctors that they go and see. And you need to make sure that you're getting absolutely the best possible care out of all of these people that you can get. Now, what does that require? That requires work from you. Um, I see my primary care doctor, oh, I would say somewhere between 6 and 10 times a year at least. I see him quite often. My diabetes educator, I honestly haven't seen her in probably 4 years. My endocrinologist, I see at least twice a year, sometimes more. I also have a surgeon that I see on a pretty regular basis. Um, and physical therapists, just a slew of doctors. Now, you are going to be the only person that makes sure that all of this information is kept in one centralized place. Uh, I've been seeing my doctor for a couple of years now just for an elbow issue that I've had, and they've diagnosed it anywhere from just overuse or strain to tennis elbow. You name it, they've diagnosed it. And I've gone through cortisone shots. I've gone through physical therapy. I even had one of my cortisone shots was actually ultrasound guided, so they were actually able to see where they were putting it. Now, through all of this, everybody kept saying, well, we'll just wait and see. We'll just wait and see. And I'm a little tired of waiting and seeing. So what I did myself was that I went to my doctor, my primary care physician, and said, look, none of this is working. I want an MRI. I want to know what's going on. And he kind of hemmed and hawed a little bit, but I personally pushed him into doing it. Now, what came out of that was a very simple fact that I have just a really messed up elbow. But it's things I never would have seen had I not asked for the MRI. In fact, my doctor, when I went and saw him last week to go over the results, he asked me, he says, well, why did we even do an MRI? He says, I don't know that I would have thought about that. And I told him, I said, because I asked you for it. And he kind of gave me a high five, and he says, I wish more of my patients were like you. And he's right. Too many people are willing to just sit back and let their doctors tell them what to do and how to do it and when to do it. They don't question them. They don't ask for any more information. They don't research anything on their own. It's almost like you expect your doctor to be able to cure you and take care of you at all times. Well, you're not your doctor's only patient. Chances are that doctor isn't going to remember every little thing that you've ever talked about, every little detail. You can't expect them to. And a lot of people do expect them to. I know people that are very angry because their doctors don't sit down and fully explain absolutely every little detail about whatever problem it is that they've got. Well, a doctor isn't going to know that you don't know something if you don't ask them. So you need to do the research yourself. Keep a notebook by, pull up that computer, and start researching. Now, I don't mean to just go on there and just pull up one website, read it, and then that's it, you know everything. Because that's just so not true. There are, at the very least, thousands of websites dealing with pretty much anything that can ever happen to the human body. And a lot of them differ in opinions. They differ in statistics. So you need to research a lot of them. You need to research even the website itself and where you're getting that information. Are they somebody that's trustworthy? Is it something that just somebody put out because of something that they experienced, and so you're only getting one side of the story? Before I went and saw my doctor, excuse me, about this elbow problem, I got my results sent to me of the MRI, and I got to read what the radiologist had found and saw, and I took each and every one of those and I started looking up the definitions. I started looking up what could possibly cause it, what could have stopped it, or what you can do to fix it. So that when I went in and I saw my doctor and he started talking to me about this, I was able to stop him and question it. Well, what do you mean? Or how long is this going to take? Or whatever the question is. And it's the same thing with your diabetes. I've got some friends right now that are sending me just really good information about things that, about diabetes, type 1, type 2, and different ways to treat it. And I'm really starting to research into that, and I love what I'm seeing. And I love what I'm hearing. I love the fact that you guys are sharing this with me. So I'm hoping to be able to connect you with some more resources and some more information. Things that I would never even thought about. A really good friend of mine brought up fatty livers and that kind of stuff, and what role that plays in diabetes. So this is even giving me an opportunity to expand my knowledge and my understanding of how this disease works in the body. And I just want to encourage everybody to do the same thing. When your doctor is done with their visit, get a copy. It may take a little while to get it, but get a copy of the transcript of your visit. Get that, keep that, read through it later on once you've had time to process what that doctor has told you and what that doctor has said. That'll give you an opportunity to sit down in your own home and to privately kind of question and look up things. And you may end up with a lot more questions. So then you make another appointment and you go see your doctor and you ask those questions. And this is going to be an ongoing process for you, probably for the rest of your life. You know, things change constantly. So you need to be questioning this stuff constantly. Opinions, ideas, all of that. It's incredible the things that you can learn on your own. And it's very important that you do that. You are the person that is in charge of your health care. It's up to you what doctors you see. It is up to you what tests are done. You know, if they aren't asking for your HbA1cs at least every 3 months, you need to be asking for them. You need to have your kidney function checked. You need to have your liver function checked. You need to have your eyes checked, your feet checked. You know, just because your doctor doesn't bring it up doesn't mean it doesn't need to be done. You know, your doctors are not God. They are not perfect. And they are there to work with you and for you. So, you know, make that happen. Make that work for you. I just think that it's very important that we follow through with this kind of stuff and that we educate ourselves. I now have, speaking of, the ability to do a live Facebook feed. And I'm thinking that's going to give us a little bit more of an opportunity to talk back and forth. So what I would like from you guys, of course, is to subscribe. Please subscribe. Please share. And then let me know in the comments below what time of days or what days work best for all of you. And I will try and, you know, put some times together to do these live feeds so that we can, you know, have a real-time one-on-one conversation. So, in the meantime, take care of yourself, test your blood sugars, always be aware of what it is, and talk to your doctors and have them work for you and with you. So, you guys take care of yourselves. I love you so very much, and thanks for watching. Bye.